Alright, hey, this is Seth Pickens, Live Oak Exteriors, out here at the Matt's house today. I know we had a previous conversation about some concerns with repairability on these roofs themselves. Some are good, some are bad. I live in the neighborhood, so I'm very familiar with everything. This is a CertainTeed XT25 shingle. I've already got one here. This is a documented wind damage shingle from the original adjuster meeting. It's got the crease, it's obviously unsealed up here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and repair this shingle like we would the rest. So let's get started. Standard hammer, use the roof snake. This is typically what insurance companies like me to use, so we're gonna go ahead and see. I think this guy's actually unsealed a little bit already. There's the end here, so we will be manipulating these shingles here. This is going to be my work area. Okay. Trying to be as careful as I can here. Ooh. Yeah. Doing a little mat transfer here, but I'm gonna keep going. That. Start removing the nails. It's also very warm today, so the shingles should be fairly pliable as I start removing these. Having to redo the first layer of nails that's actually on here, and then since obviously with the lengths of the shingles I have to go up above a little bit too, so I'm going to try to be as careful as I can getting these guys out, but I think here. Guys. Shingle is out. Like I said, this is a CertainTeed XT25, so pretty standard. I'm gonna put this guy down here to the side for now. Get the rest of these nails out, so that way I can have a proper nailable surface here. did want to show on the camera real quick that there has been some material transfer already. You can see areas like this where it's kind of pulled chunks out of here, along with other areas like this. You can see the material transfer here, pulling off the rock granules pretty much on every single one here. So I just wanted that documented before we continue on. So using the roof snake here, trying to minimize any breaks. I mean, it's kind of implied during a repair that, you know, there's going to be some breaks in the shingles, but we're going to try to limit that as much as we can here. So using the roof snake, so I just put that nail in. You see it's not flush yet, so I'm going to have to get underneath this shingle a little bit more to make it that way. And that usually happens most of the time I use this. I always do 4 nails for my repairs here. Okay, shingle is in. We're just going to do a light swipe. See some of the rock granules coming off, some breaks in the shingles here. So we have material transfer on all 4. You can kind of see even areas towards the bottom of the shingles here are starting to crack. This shingle's got a break from here all the way to here. I don't know if you can see that in the video. That's obviously just simulating this repair being here over time. Obviously, with just doing that, I think it's showing us enough evidence that it's probably not the best idea to repair these. I went ahead and did a redocumentation. I got photos and everything I'll send to you. But again, just as the contractor here, I don't feel comfortable repairing this roof, so I'm going to deem it as a fail. And if we go across, I know the original estimate was for 16 shingles. I already expressed, I think there's a little bit more to be taken into account based on where the repairs need to be done. So doing this type of repair across the roof, I don't think is the best idea for the homeowner here, trying to get his roof, you know, secure for his family. So I'm going to get this video to you and we'll chat about it. Thanks.